I found out my mom left everything to my entitled, spoiled brother in her will, even though I had been financially supporting her and taking care of her. I cut all ties and stopped helping her. A month later, she called me, asking why I hadn't checked in. I told her I was done, and that was the end of it. I never thought it would come to this. I always imagined that when things got tough in the family, we'd lean on each other. After all, isn't that what family is for? But the truth is, family dynamics can be more complicated than anyone tells you. They can be messy, painful, and sometimes devastatingly unfair. I was the middle child, always trying to keep the peace, always doing the right thing. My older sister, Lisa, had left home years ago. She was successful, happy with her life, and rarely involved in the day-to-day of our family. My younger brother, Sam, was the golden child. He could do no wrong in my mother's eyes. Sam was spoiled, entitled, and grew up believing the world revolved around him. He never had to work hard for anything. My mother, bless her heart, adored him, indulged him, and would do anything for him. And then there was me. I was the one who quietly took on the responsibility of helping out around the house, making sure things were running smoothly, offering emotional support, and even picking up the slack when things went wrong. But no matter what I did, I always felt like second place compared to Sam. He was the one who got all the attention, all the praise, and when my mother needed help, it was always Sam she turned to. I never questioned it until the day I found out about the will. It started innocently enough. My mother had been struggling with her health for the past couple of years. She was still physically strong, but mentally, things were starting to slip. Forgetting appointments, losing track of her medication, needing help with small tasks around the house. I started visiting her more often, taking her to the doctor, helping her with groceries, and making sure her finances were in order. I didn't mind. It felt good to help, and it gave me a chance to spend time with her, to show her I was there for her. Sam, however, was too busy. He would send a text or call occasionally, but when it came to the heavy lifting, taking her to appointments, paying bills, handling anything important, he was nowhere to be found. I began to feel resentful. It wasn't that I wanted the credit or the accolades. I just wanted to be seen. But Sam got all the attention, and when I voiced my frustration, my mom would brush it off. You know how Sam is, he's trying. He just needs a little more time. The truth was, Sam never needed time. Sam always got what he wanted with no effort, and that's when I started noticing the cracks in the foundation. One evening, a couple of months ago, I got a call from my mom. She was sounding off, like she was trying to get something out. "Honey, I've been meaning to tell you something," she said. "I've made my will. I've put everything in order." I had a lump in my throat. I knew this day would come. She had always talked about it vaguely, but now it was real. I tried to brush off my anxiety, telling myself it wasn't a big deal. "Oh, that's good, Mom. Just make sure you've got everything covered." She paused, and I could tell there was more to this than just a simple update. "I've left everything to Sam," she said, almost as if she was testing me. My heart sank. I didn't know what to say. My first reaction wasn't anger, but confusion. "You've left everything to Sam?" I asked, trying to keep my voice steady. "Yes," she said softly. "He's my son, and he needs the most help. You know how hard things have been for him." Hard? I had spent years watching him skate by while I took care of everything. What had he ever done for her? What had he ever done for me? And now, in the end, it was Sam who would inherit everything while I was left with nothing. I don't know if she could sense my silence, but she quickly added, "I know you might be upset, but this is the way it has to be." I barely managed to say goodbye before I hung up. My stomach churned. For the next several days, I was in a daze. I tried to make sense of it, tried to rationalize it. Maybe she was just trying to make things easier on Sam, since he hadn't figured life out yet. But the more I thought about it, the angrier I became. It wasn't fair. I had been there for her, doing everything she asked. I had sacrificed my time, my energy, and my money. And now, when the end was near, she chose Sam, my spoiled, selfish brother, over me. The decision I made next was impulsive, but it felt like the only one I could make. I cut her off. I stopped all financial support. I stopped calling, stopped visiting, and stopped answering her calls. I needed to teach her a lesson, even if it meant cutting ties. I wanted her to feel what it was like to be ignored, to be the one who gave everything and got nothing in return. Maybe this would make her understand how much I had sacrificed. A month passed, and the silence between us stretched longer than I thought it would. I felt some relief at first, but as the days went on, I also felt a growing emptiness. I wasn't sure if I was doing the right thing. I thought about reaching out to her, but my pride kept me from doing it. I had been the one always bending, always compromising, always trying to make things work. If she wanted a relationship with me, she would have to fight for it this time. Then, one evening, I saw her name on my phone screen. I hesitated before answering, my pulse quickening. Hello, I said almost coldly. Where's my no hello? No, how are you? She asked, sounding oddly calm. Yet there was an edge of hurt in her voice. It's been a month. You haven't even checked in. What's going on? I could feel my anger rising, but I kept my voice steady. You made your choice, Mom. You chose Sam. You gave him everything and left me with nothing. And now you want me to be the one to fix everything? I've been supporting you for years, and when it came time to make a decision, you didn't even think twice about me. So no, I'm not gonna check in on you. Not anymore. There was a long silence on the other end. I could hear her breathing, like she was struggling to find words. Finally, she spoke. I didn't mean to hurt you, she said, her voice quieter now. I thought you would understand. Sam, he's always needed more. And you've always been so strong. I didn't think you'd mind. I'm strong, Mom, but I'm not invisible. I don't want your money or your stuff. I just wanted to be seen. But you never saw me. You never did. The line went silent again, and I felt a strange weight lift off me, but I also felt like I was standing on the edge of something I couldn't quite understand. I'm sorry, she said finally. I didn't know you felt this way. Maybe I was wrong. I think we both were, I replied. But I'm done, Mom. I've made my peace, and that was it. The last conversation we had.